Hello. Hello, my fun fab friends. I am coming to you from my home studio today, and I was thinking last night, we haven't even talked about any art, not really. So I thought I would get the heck out of my office and come on down to my art studio and invite some friends along. Is there anyone out there? There's one person. I'm going to turn all my lights on. I want to make sure it's nice and bright. We'll see if this is ends up being a good, oh, that's a bit much. Hi. I know I'm late because it has been, I don't think that's adding anything. Good morning. It's been pouring since last night. So we've been walking the dog in the pouring rain because we don't have a fence yet. And there, as usual, is a lot happening in the Campbell household. So I've been scrambling a million emails back and forth since the clubs are opening, and the challenges have been so fun. I was just also late. Good morning, Angie, Adwin, Ashley, Masha. Oh, I'm so determined. Masharafa. That's it. Nailed it. Linda, good morning. Tanya, Hazen, good morning. Hello, Susan Spinato and Jamie Logan and Kelly Collier. Oh, so many lovely, lovely friends this morning. It's so good to see you. Good morning. Oh, I'm so excited to come to you from my studio today. I'm going to give you a full-on studio tour. Why have I not been in here the whole time? What is wrong with me? Dumb. So yeah, I thought we would have a really fun studio tour, and let's talk some art. I also, just so you know, in case you only can watch this for a minute or you're watching the replay, just because you think that today was the I day, and maybe you're thinking tomorrow, well, that'll be the last day for prizes. I actually have kind of so much in store for you, just so you know. Just so you know. I'm not even remotely done with you yet. So I know you paid $5 to play, but really what you're getting is just the full Monty Karen Campbell. So welcome to my world. Get ready because the fun is just beginning. So good morning, Karen Bledsoe and Donna Martin Lyon and Cornelia. So nice to see you. Oh, Jamie Logan, Sarah Frampton. Hello there. I just get fired up to come on and hang out with you guys. It's way more fun than walking in the rain. It's way more fun than doing laundry or getting groceries, which is honestly what I should be doing. I have no idea what my kids have been eating for the past 60 days. So in case people have to run, I thought that I would do the challenge winners first, in case that's all you're here for, which is totally fine. And I am so happy to say I have now purchased 6 Amazon gift cards, and they have already been sent out immediately. Thanks to Prime shipping, most people are getting them by this weekend. So all the winners are going to be instantly grabbing their prizes, which is super duper exciting. Everyone who signed up for the annual memberships are getting their books. I put my Billy Bear to work last night, and we wrapped up and got ready to ship every single book order that came in for the free book people and Etsy orders that came in. So you guys, we are on it. So I'm going to do the prizes first. So in case that's what you're here for, you can go. If you want to then stay and hang out, I'm going to do a studio tour. And then I'm actually going to show you some of the projects that we do at Awesome Art School. Because hello, you don't even know, really. So I thought that would be fun. And again, if you have to go, just to let you know, surprises are coming to your inbox. So if you're doing the challenge with me, make sure you keep checking your emails. If you have a Gmail account, my emails go to your promotions folder or your spam box. They don't go to your inbox. So a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not getting your emails. So look at your promotions folder and you will find me there, or you can search if you're not getting them. Oh my God, it took you 3 hours to do the eyes. I know those are no joke lessons, but the eyes, I just took a peek. I was like pouring over the mouths. And they just look amazing. And I just got this message this morning. Where'd she go? She just wrote me the nicest message. I've been pouring in nice messages. This one I just have to pull up really quickly because it was so cute. I don't want to embarrass them in case they don't want me to read this. So I won't say who it's from, but they just says, I want to tell you that I've never thought I could draw anything that people would recognize for what it's supposed to be. So fun. I took your 5-day challenges and was totally stoked what I was drawing looked like what I could see in my mind. And you made it so fun and easy. So that makes my whole entire day. So yay, success. That makes me so happy. Okay, so without further ado, let's get the prizes on. Then we'll have the studio tour, and then I'll tell you a little bit about the things that I have in store. And if you're not in the challenges, you can totally stay and hang out with me. This is my Facebook group. Everybody who is already here is totally welcome because one of the surprises that's coming up has to do with non-challenged people as well. So I have something for everyone. I didn't mean to make this sound like it was only for challenged people, some of the surprises that are coming up. Because actually, for those of you who are on my email list, if you're not in the challenges, you've already gotten the little surprise that my challenge people are getting tomorrow. And some people are on both lists, so you've already gotten it. You're going to get it again. But then I have another surprise coming on Sunday. So just hang out with me. You'll get a lot of good stuff. All right. First of all, I could not believe that there were 304 drawings of mouths in the Facebook group. 304. That is awesome, you guys. That is 304 people sitting down, watching lessons, getting their graphite smushing game on, learning, having fun. I love that so freaking much. Isn't that better? Especially look how dreary it is today. Isn't that a nice way to spend the day? This is just dark. It's puddly and disgusting out. Hell yeah, I want to draw all day. So well done, my friends. Well done. It makes me so happy that people aren't just falling off, doing a day and then leaving. I feel like you guys are really hanging in there and doing them all, which is so exciting. Good for you. The winner of the drawing lips, amazing work by everyone. And I mean that. Chosen by Max Campbell this morning at 11:55 is Tanya Hazen. So Tanya girl, you want a Amazon gift card. So please email me your mailing address so I can pop that in the mail for you. Karen@awesomeartschool.com. And then for mixed media, there were 201. Now, I'm guessing maybe the Stabilo is getting a little difficult, or maybe people haven't had time to do it yet, or a lot of the people who are still wondering why mixed media is the same as drawing and don't believe me because they haven't started it yet, that they're not the same. Again, amazing work. And I know my Stabilo people are experiencing the difficulty of the Stabilo, but the results I'm seeing don't reflect the level of difficulty that can be. So that's pretty darn amazing. Oh, Sarah Frampton says the mouse was when Stabilo all and I became friends. See, look at that. And I know for a lot of people, you have Maggie? Oh, Lordy, hope she's okay. I know for a lot of people, it takes a while to get over that. That's why I'm running this challenge. So super awesome. Oh, and Tanya's here. Woohoo, girl. Congratulations. Yay. Someone said my Stabilo stuck. I made myself post it. Good for you. Because, right? Who cares if it sucks? Who cares? The important thing is that you had fun and you tried your best. You can always go back and try again. It's all good. Oh my God. Vicky says, anxiety. I have to remember to breathe. No anxiety. It's just a pencil. Do not let it win. Oh my God. You guys are so cute. Oh, that's so, so cute. Okay. So the winner of the Mixed Media Challenge for participation is Janice Bowkett. Janice, are you here? Are you here, my friends? Janice Bowkett. Oh, I have my like drawing face sing voice on today. You are the winner. Congratulations. Another gift card for you. That is very exciting. Oh no, where did my thing go? I also have another, I just have like buckets of fun in the store for you right now. I'm so excited. I get so overwhelmed before I come on because there's literally like 50 things that I want to do. And then I get here and all of them leave my brain and I don't know what's happening anymore. Okay. All right. So here is an amazing side effect of something like the challenges that we are doing. This is the most awkward. I'm like leaned over like a weirdo. I'm so uncomfortable. I need to like settle in somewhere for just a minute. And then I promise you, we will get going on the tour because it's so cool. Oh, not that my stuff is cool, but it's cool what I have about to share. Oh, that's better. Okay. Oh, you can see some of the art. There we go. We see. Now I feel arty. Why wasn't I here the whole time? Bob. There, we'll have put Bob in the back. He's so handsome. And speaking of Bob, look at what Tina Murray sent me. Let's put a few little highlights in here just to make your little rascals just sparkle in the sun. Right? Let's put a few little highlights in there. Bob, I love you so much. And Tina Murray, if you're listening, thank you for my Bob keychain. I just keep it right on my art table because I want him to be with me at all times. And I have a Bob Ross air freshener in my car also. So he really is with me everywhere I go. Oh, good morning. You guys are so cute. Janice was the winner, Lynn Bucci asks. Yay. Okay. So the awesome side effect of things like these challenges where there's a group of community of people coming together, all having fun, all learning together, that is exactly what I wanted to accomplish here. And remember what I said, no matter if you join any of my clubs or not, I want every single person who's participating to come away feeling inspired and excited and just uplifted that you did something awesome this week. So I'm so grateful that you are all just here and together. And like together, we can en masse have good feels together and just have a great week. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, you guys are awesome. And then what happens is then I get blown away because I get emails from people like Christiane. Well, Christiane was in an email. She posted on Facebook yesterday, and thank you to my bestie assistant, Tara Salento, for screenshotting this and letting me know, or else it would have gone unseen because I was so busy emailing last night. Christiane in the Facebook group said, I didn't realize that I got a free guide with my annual membership. I already bought one. Can you please forward that to someone else who can have it or someone in need? So not only did Christy say that, but so did Debbie Luden, who signed up for both clubs and got 2 books. She would like to donate her 2 books to people that are in need or have signed up and can't afford to buy the paperback versions. And not only did Christiane and Debbie Luden do that, but so did Susan Spinato, who also came forward. And by the way, this isn't like they're hearing about other people and saying like, yeah, I want to do that too. They're all independently coming to me and saying, I would like to gift my book to someone else. Can we just talk about that for a second? You guys rock. Just gonna say it like it is. So I just want to thank you so much because I think that is amazing. And I think that you're right. I think it is tough times right now for a lot of people. Now, the downside is that the guide is only relevant for people who are in the club. It is just, that's what it's for. So I can't just give it to anybody because it doesn't make sense if you're not a member of the club. Then you won't have any use for it. So what I'm going to do is So cart closes on Monday. I'm going to wait until Sunday to distribute the 4 books that have been donated, because if there's people haven't bought yet who are thinking about it or waiting for more information, or who like don't even know what the hell I'm talking about right now, it gives everybody like a minute to learn about them if they want to. And then if they do sign up, then they'll be entered to win these ones that are all being donated. So if you are someone who also wants to donate something, you can totally reach out to me and I will facilitate that if you want. We already have 4. Like, as far as I'm concerned, that's 4 more than would have happened. So this is amazing. And then that way, if anybody does want to join, then they'll be entered to win in this fun little extra special bonus giveaway that we have, which is amazing. But Susan Spinato, Debbie Luden, and Christiane, thank you guys. That is amazing. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. I know. Everybody's, it's just, I know. It's so good. It's so freaking good. Okay. So those were the prize winners. Let me know if you want to hear about what the bonus fun is for tomorrow first. If you want to hear about Sunday's surprise, or if you want me to do the tour first. I'm going to have you guys kind of vote on it, because I could go either way, but I don't want to keep you hostage here if there's like, you're burning for one thing in particular, or if you don't care. You guys let me know. And I'm going to, while you're voting, I'm going to scroll through and just make sure I haven't overlooked any like question. Deb Bracher says, I lost my job. If you can't afford the classes, okay, here's the thing. I show up on YouTube on 2 different channels every single week of the year. If you cannot afford my memberships, which are $18 and $24 a month, do not worry. I got you. I will show up for everyone every week, no matter where you are, what you can afford and what you cannot afford. So please don't feel bad. I'm not going anywhere. I show up, I do mixed media tutorials on my Karen Campbell Mixed Media YouTube channel every Friday. And every Monday, I show up on Karen Campbell Jaws and teach you something about drawing. So nobody should walk away out of this group feeling bad or sad, because I got you no matter where you are. All right. And don't worry, you have a million cheat sheets for me as well, because I'm like, have a cheat sheet creating problem. All right. I'm just going to scroll through here. Oh my God, Christina Condi. She says, it's 2 a.m. I'm in Australia. Cat woke me in time for the party. Yeah, they did. Oh, so awesome. Oh, Tanya, your art store has a Bob Ross display. So does mine. My local Jerry's Artarama has one. I was like, I am getting that stat. It's what I got for Christmas. It's the only thing I asked for Christmas was a Bob Ross. Oh, Adriana, I'm glad you got my email. I love you too, girl. Okie dokie. I don't see any questions. So I haven't seen what your votes are yet. So the vote is Saturday surprise, Sunday surprise, or art studio tour. Okay, surprise is first, then tour. Everybody wants the surprises. Oh, there's a tour, please. Awesome. You guys are the best. Okay, surprise as it is. Let's do it. All right. Now, my email subscribers who didn't want to take the challenges, I mailed them to your surprise, because I felt bad, like they were missing out. But I know not everybody can do $5, and I know that not everybody has time, and it's stressful, and people just aren't into challenges, which is super fine. But I'm a giver, and my love language is videos, and so you have to take them from me free, whether you like it or not. So what I wanted to do was have a little project that puts all the facial features together in the same project. So some of you who are, again, not doing challenges, I've already seen this before. So what we're doing is we are creating a little project that's based on a mixed media background. So this is my hammer mill paper background. You can use any of your watercolor paper. You can do this in an art journal. You can do this in an altered book. You can do this on a canvas. But we're going to put down gesso, And then I just stamped the background. And then we're using, oh, and by the way, the person, and I forget her name, who was like, why aren't you doing the challenges in the Q-tip? This entire project is done with only a Q-tip. So I was like, it's coming. Like, don't give up on me yet. I use a fat kindergarten number 2 pencil and a Q-tip. And then I actually use a cotton ball and a stamp pad to get the kind of like faded looks around the corners. And then I just have like a, where is it? I just had them. Oh, here. I collect these things. It's just like stampy with scripts. I love these. So this would be a great altered book project because you have the text in the background. Super easy, but I wanted to get some mixed media going because I do feel bad. I do hear you, and I am a mixed media artist. Like, that's what I do. And so I know the people that were boohooing about just having just the Stabilo for the mixed media challenges were feeling a little like cheated, like where the hell is the mixed media part? So now we have a little mixed media background going on, but then we have the graphite for our drawers as well. Plus, I wanted to put the features together on an actual face so you get to bring everything together. So when you log in tomorrow, and I will send an email out as a reminder too, you're going to go to the challenges classroom that you signed up for. And you are going to have a supplies list. You will have the lessons. I'm giving you cheat sheets. I'm giving you my eyelashes cheat sheet. I'm giving you my face guidelines cheat sheet. What else do I give you? What do I give you? To give you the hamburger, but I'm giving you all the cheat sheets supporting PDFs, exactly how I would give them to you at Awesome Art School if you were taking a regular paid class. So it's the same exact thing. So you have all the supporting things that you need. You have my lessons, and this is what we're doing because I thought it would be cool if we put all the features together. Damn it, right? We just did all this work on features. Let's do it. Yes. If you are here on my email list, you will get all of the things. Face with the Stabilo. This is not Stabilo. This is just graphite. So, and I did it with my kindergarten pencil. So no fear. Who has fears? No fears. Just draw. Who cares? If it doesn't work out, you just erase it. You got it. You got this. And I love these freaking kindergarten pencils are really soft. So they're probably like, to me, this feels like a 2 or a 4B even. They're great for sketching. Ellen Goodman, please explain what we're voting on. We're voting on whether you wanted to hear about surprises first or you wanted to get my studio tour. All right, so that's tomorrow. So that's going to be released at 8 a.m. So that way you can put together some of your skills that you just learned on your facial features and put them together. For Sunday, I want to do an art project with you, and I thought it would be really fun to do it live and do it step by step together. I have an awesome Halloween project that's like one of my favorites, and what I love about it is that it takes super minimal supplies. I used to do this. You guys are so cute. Marian Duffy, are you serious? That is amazing. Look at this. I'm going to cry. Stop making me cry. Just put my makeup on 2 minutes ago, Marianne. Look at this. Oh, that's not that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. Email me, Karen at Awesome Art School. I'll put you on my email list. This one is what I was going for. Marianne Duffy Yodka. This is what I'm talking about. What is this? You're going to make me cry. Knock it off. Please email me and I will facilitate and make that happen. That is amazing. Thank you so much. That is amazing. I'm writing you down. Tara Salento, actually, can you connect with Marianne and get her information, please? My friend Tara. That's awesome. Oh my God. You guys are like killing me this morning with your generosity. I have to make a list of all the things we have to keep giving away. All right. So in case you're just joining us or you're in late, 3 people, but one person has 2 books, have decided to donate their books, their real paperback books, to be donated and given out as prizes to those who have joined the Fun Fab Drawing Club but can't afford the book. And by the way, just so you know, everyone gets a free copy of the ebook version when you join. So it's not like There's only the paperback. I should have totally specified that. Everybody has access to it as soon as they join. You can download it. You can look at the whole thing if you don't want to download it. So I just don't want you to think that it's paperback, and if you don't have that, you have nothing. Totally should have said that right out the gate. Oh, by the way, there's another little detail before I show you the Halloween project that I would like to do. I know I'm so mean. There's so much housekeeping to talk about. When I was talking about the differences between the Fun Fab Drawing Club and the Mixed Media Society, and by the way, I posted that video today on my Mixed Media YouTube channel, which just talks about the differences. I think there was a little bit of confusion about some people thinking that you had to have a drawing background in order to do the mixed media. And I just want to let you know that is absolutely false. And you can have zero in both places. You can come to the table with no skills. And just to be super clear that I give you 100% everything you need to do and teach you how to do, or I'll give you supporting PDFs, or I'll give you traceables, or I'll be like, here, print out mine, trace it. I'm giving you permission to copy all the things, traceables, transfers, PDFs to support you, because I make no assumption that just because you want to do mixed media that you want to draw at all. And in fact, I always assume that you wouldn't want to draw. So that's like my going in stance. And because that's how I think, then you're getting everything you need to know to do everything to completion. So don't worry about that. They're totally separate. You can come and party all day long with me in the Mixed Media Society with zero drawing. So I just wanted to make that really crystal clear. I think because I suggested, I didn't want you to sign up for both because I didn't want you to be overwhelmed. There's so much content. Someone emailed me last night. Literally, it was 3 sentences. And it was, I just signed up for your Mixed Media Society. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm crying. And when I read that part, I was like, oh shit. I didn't want to make anybody cry. I know I don't think people realize how many lessons are in these things. And she was like, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm crying. And then she was like, I just have to say, watercolor mermaids. Oh my God, it was so cute. So I had a panic attack because I'm like, oh my God, she's crying. She's overwhelmed. That's not good. But then it turns out she was overwhelmed with goodness. That's the only reason I suggest not doing twice. And then people say well, which one should I choose? So the only reason I say drawing is because it's I think that's just in my head. That's what I want to do. But that comes across as being wrong. You absolutely 100% can never take a drawing class with me and do all the mixed media stuff and be totally fine. They really, truly are completely separate. So just had to clarify that. Okay, Sundays, Halloween. I think we should do a Halloween project, and I think we should do it together. So does anybody know who Ed Emberlin is? Anybody know? Anybody? Any takers? Ooh, look at me. I'm on my spinny chair. All right. There must be. So I was born in 76. I have my original drawing books. Where did I put them? That I had when I was a kid. And now I've mentioned this before, but I wasn't a super artsy kid. I was a super normal artsy kid. I like to draw, but it wasn't I've mentioned this before. I wasn't the girl doodling in class. I wasn't, I was just super normal. I wasn't very extra anything or good at drawing, but my parents, we had these Ed Emberlin books. Do you guys know who he is? The finger dot guy. Yes, Sue, it is totally the finger dot guy, but he has, yeah, I have all of my original drawing books that I got when I was a girl. So these are all from early 80s. This one's from 1970, actually. So he was my favorite. I have literally all of them. And do you guys remember these? Oh, right? Yeah, you have yours too, Lori. Yeah. So Sue, she was the thumbprint guy. Yep. And here's another one. I have all of them still. And you know what? I feel like my art book hoarding tendencies really started with these. I couldn't get enough. I have every single one, and they're all the original ones. This one is for whatever. What year is this? Oh, 79. So what I loved about his books when I was, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, was that they're step by step, right? They're like literally line by line by line. And I think he was a genius because he made it possible for every single person, just like Bob Ross, who's also my idol, to, like, let's make something super hard and break it down and make it super easy. Like, that's my favorite way to teach. Like, not big words. I don't know what the hell anything's really called. I didn't go to art school. Like, let's just make it super easy. So about 10 years ago, oh, see, Shauna's like, I remember those. Yeah, they're so good. He's unknown in the Netherlands, Patricia. Well, I don't even know if he's still even living. I don't know that he's big anymore, but this was 1980. In the 70s and the early 80s, he was, they didn't have a ton of children's drawing books. There wasn't all the rage like it is now. So I think he was probably one of the very few people who was prolific. So I used this one. I'm trying to think when I did these paintings. Was I in New Hampshire still? Oh my gosh. When did I draw these? I must have painted these at least 10 years ago. So yeah, Tara, I think you can sorry, I'm going to stay out of the chat because I'm like answering a question no one was asking me. I'm like not even saying it right. So let me turn my phone off. So my husband's texting my children. Oh, that's funny. Hold on. I need to be a mom for 2 seconds. Hey, Max. Can you throw me down a towel from the closet? He's like, no. Oh, can you just throw me down a towel from the closet? Okay, just do it when you have a second. Welcome to my life. It's pouring, right? And now we have a dog. And so it's like my husband's texting, can someone leave a towel by the front door? Because the wet dog. Oh, and we had to remove every single carpet from our first floor of our house because the dog came not potty trained. So we learned that very, very quickly. And I was like, all the carpets up. So now there's no carpet. So when we come in, when it's wet and raining, it's literally bare wood floors. Anyways, I digress. These are paintings that I did at least 10 years ago. And I use them based on these Ed Emberley drawing books. So rather than do a little drawing, which is what he was teaching, I did paintings of them. And I did these gigantic paintings. So I'm going to put it like, I'm not kidding. They're really big. So I painted these about 10 years ago, just for shits and giggles, just for the sheer fun of it, as decorations for my house. So they're dirty. I've had them for so many years. So I don't know if I can like point my camera the other way, but anyways, so here is one of them, and that's a big, that's a 3-foot tall canvas. So I thought it would be fun to do this one together using Ed Emberley. Oh my God, I can't make it go straight. Why does it keep tilting that way? I think my canvas is like my thing. So you guys want to make this with me on Sunday? It's super easy. We just need, and I've done this painting with whole groups of children. I've done this painting with whole groups of adults. It's super fun. And this background color of mine is just purple and white, but you do learn wet on wet blending, and you also learn wet on dry painting in this as well. And I've done this with like a million different background colors, like a million. I've done it with like orange and white and pink and white and blue and white, like every possible color combination as the background looks awesome. Doesn't matter what colors you are. So it's like literally if you have any paint kicking around your house, I think it would be super duper fun. You guys want to do it? It's so fun. So I think we should do this on Sunday. What do you think? 12? Again? Oh, Christina, 2 a.m. You can do it, girl. Of course, you can always do the replay. But I think this will be super fun. And I can literally show you the pages of the Ed Emberley books that I did to create it. It's so fun. Okay, and then I'll show you the other one too. So this was the one I did first. Look at this one. This is the same size. These are giant 2 foot. So this one's my favorite, but it's a lot. It's a lot. So this one is his big Halloween house. How fun is that? I mean, we could do this too. I don't care. I'll do whatever. So we oh, sorry, I'm reading Claire's comment. That's so cute. Oh yeah, no, shits and giggles. I don't know where that comes from, but it comes out of my mouth. I'm kind of a sailor. I have to keep it in check. But yeah, this one is my favorite. So these both were literally done step by step using these exact books. Like I didn't come up with any of these, but they're so much fun. And I thought Halloween is around the corner. We haven't actually done any art together yet. So we can totally do we can do either one. We can do both of them. Danielle, you can do it on whatever you want. This works on anything. But what's awesome about both of these projects is that you just need paint of any background color. Again, you could do any background color for either of these. And so this one is 3 colors because there's a background color and then you mix it with white and then you need black. Can we swing that? Oh, Mel, your Sunday's on birthday? Awesome. No, we're not doing this today. We're going to do this on Sunday. And then this is just orange and black. Done. So you could do the same thing with this one, which is have like, you could do a blue background or, oh my God, my camera, I'm so sorry. This is the worst. So I am going to figure out the technology to make this happen. That's why I'm planning it on Sunday, because I want to make sure that I have my cameras rigged up so that I can create and teach comfortably and you guys can see me really well. So I already told Sean, my husband, and my son Billy, I was like, you guys need to figure this shinizzle out so we can make this happen and make it successful so everybody can actually learn. And I think I'm going to stream it to my YouTube channels and just give everybody a really, really fun, super easy lesson. But as you can see, I just got them right from these books. See, oh, other side. So there's the house. I just literally took the house from his drawing books. Isn't that so funny? So it's like, don't be afraid to think big. Just because it's a little drawing book doesn't mean you can't make amazing, big, giant paintings. I love, love, love painting huge. It's really, really fun. And here, I will segue that into showing you some of my huge paintings around my house. How's that? All right. You do not have to sign up any place to do the free. That's just going to be live right here on my Facebook group and also my YouTube channels. So yeah, we're going to have a Halloween party on Sunday. I was thinking last night I was walking the dog. And there's Jamie. Look at how he just sneaks up on you like that. Isn't he so handsome? Jamie, I love you. Okay, sorry. He's just my favorite. So speaking of giant paintings, I did this. That dragon over there is on YouTube, and I did that one a few years ago, and I've had a lot of requests to do it, but that's like time lapse. It's the only difference between YouTube and like the clubs at Awesome Art School is that YouTube is like quick edited music, blah blah blah, and Awesome Art School is, as you know, if you're doing the challenges, it's just you, me chilling. This is not fancy editing, and we're just hanging out doing together. So for fantasy season, which is what we're in right now at Awesome Art School, this was a big version of that little guy dragon over there. And this one is in the Mixed Media Society, which I freaking love this dragon. And it's 3 feet by 3 feet, so he's huge. But like, how fun is that? So big. And other giant paintings, speaking of giant paintings. Yes. Jumbo canvases, that are my favorite. So that dragon is 3 feet by 3 feet. Then I've done this Kelpie, this giant Kelpie, after I came back from Scotland in 2017. I was so depressed when I got home that I painted this. This was an old canvas that had been painted a bunch of times before. I also love repurposing old canvases. And this one had been something else. My head is in the way. And so this one is big. This one is 4 3 feet by 2 feet, I think. That was just like me getting out my angsty rage because I love Scotland so much. And every time I'm there, who's from Scotland here? That's on my feed. I know somebody was because they were talking about they thought Shits and Giggles was local to them. Should you prepare the background before class? No way, Deb. We're doing it all together. Acrylic paint dries super fast. Oh, you can do that dragon one day. Trust me. Come do it with me step by step. It's easy peas. So I was super depressed when I got back from Scotland and I made that Kelpie. That is actually on YouTube. I was so sad and that made me feel better. Hi, Maggie. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to everybody? Oh, this is my good girl. Oh my God, she's my best friend, just so you know. We're having a tour of the house. You are so wet.
We were halfway around the block when the rainstorm started.
Oh my God.
One of us has been towel dry.
You are wet. Go. Oh, you can't even see. I gotta turn the lights on. I'm giving them a studio tour, in-house tour, evidently, and husband tour. Sean is. It's hard to see how wet he is, but he's soaking wet. Soaking. That was me at midnight last night. We were walking around. It was pouring. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. You guys would love, love, love to go to Scotland. It's my favorite place on the planet. All right. So another giant painting. Oh, there's here. I'll start with this because it's behind me. No farting today, Maggie. Deb says no farting. You can't fart because I had to leave the other day because you were farting so much. What do you think? Oh, I love you too. Are you a good girl? She's such a good girl. Except she jumped over the baby gate we set up to keep her away from the cats. And I'll show you a picture. She's so naughty. So this painting, where am I? This is a big one as well. And I did that one in 2004 when I was pregnant with my first son, Jack. And I've never done this since, but I put my little Karen Campbell 2004. And I used to take a painting class. We lived up in New Hampshire. We hadn't been married that long. And when did we get married? 2003. Yeah, and I got pregnant pretty much right away. I was like 8 months pregnant. And I used to take painting lessons from this woman who lived in our town. And I had no idea what the heck I was doing. Like literally had never taken a painting class ever before. And this old woman, she was probably like close to 90. And she had white hair. And it was in her home. And she had like a home studio. And every single thing in her entire house was white. Like every single thing. The walls, the decor, the carpets, the couches, everything was white. And she used to wear all black every single day. Like, so black headband, black shirts, black pants. She was like super eccentric and I loved her. And she let us use all of her art supplies. And it was like, I was like this pregnant, random 20 something. I think I was 26. And her students, and then I'd be sitting next to like a 10-year-old kid. And then there'd be like a 58-year-old man on the other side. Like it was like this super random and people would just like come in and make whatever they wanted to. And then she would just help them if they needed help. It's kind of like open studio. It was very cool. So yeah, the all white. Susan says no ink projects allowed there, right? So this one, again, I've always gravitated towards giant canvases. I think because you can like spread out. Like it's like I suck at detail and I don't like detail work. Our house is so echoey without our rugs down. It's like I feel like I'm in an echo chamber. And so it helps me to kind of like, bless you, like spread out. And so like, as you can see, I have a bench right here. Whoa! Don't let me fall. I crashed my laptop. These are really, really simple, like super simple. And I totally copied this like straight up from a book, like no idea what I was doing. But as you can see, it's like very simple shapes. And I kind of love this to this day, but it's this kind of thing. And this is when I want to get back to more when I just opened the florals classroom. in Mixed Media Society, I have a couple, I teach how to do wet blending and wet on dry blending in the acrylics module of the Mixed Media Society. And we practice through doing a floral lesson, how to learn each one. But this kind of thing would be an awesome, more awesome projects like this, because you just don't need too many skills to have it look really, really awesome. And that's like my favorite thing to teach. So I think that would be cool. Oh, thank you. All right. And then this one, this freaking little painting, also ginormous. When I say little, I'm being facetious. So this painting, you guys probably know this one. I did this so my husband just had a birthday party on March, was it the 14th? The 14th, because the 15th is when COVID, we were like, all right, starting March 15th, we are locked down, right, for COVID. So for my husband's birthday party, we hadn't thrown a party in years, what it felt like forever. And so I went like crazy, but it all started with this painting. So I was like, I haven't done any paintings for the house. We had the same painting up here for years, which was like this fun abstract I made with my kids when they were really little, and I loved it, and it matched perfectly. So I had it here forever. But I was like, I think it's time I do something new. So I made this huge, huge painting. This one is 4 feet tall. My camera angle sucks. I don't know how to do it right. This way? Maybe if I make it like this way. How's this? So this, move my head. So this is huge. And that was, this was made on an old canvas that I had in the attic. It was, again, upcycled. And it was based off of a poster that I found on Pinterest. And this inspired, we went crazy for this party. Oh, and there's a card. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. I think that, sorry, you're getting dizzy. Sorry, I'm a novice at the cam. I was feeling badly that I had all these cardboard cutouts of men, but I didn't have any of my husband. So now Sean Campbell is his own cardboard cutout. And I like to freak the neighborhood kids out, and I actually face it towards the window. And that way he's looking out at them all day. So weird. So I made that Art Deco painting. Oh, and then speaking of other big, big paintings, here's another one. So for that same party, I was like having so much fun. And then I was like, ooh, we should make it retro themed. I wish my head would disappear. So then I made this giant painting. Why can't I get it to straighten out? I can't figure it out. Okay, well, get my head out of the way. So this was like a compilation of a bunch of Pinterest images where I combine them all together. And Sean's favorite cocktail is called the paper airplane. Hence, see all the paper airplanes flying around the canvas? So we made a whole bunch of paper airplanes. Oh my gosh, we went crazy for this party. It was like the most fun ever. Thank God, because we haven't seen anybody since, thanks COVID so much. So if you notice in this painting, he's also drinking with a paper airplane. Thank you very much. So it was so much fun. So we based the paper airplane we went to Vegas to celebrate our wedding anniversary this past January. Our anniversary is January 18th. And we went to this bar. We discovered this underground bar in Vegas. And that's which was behind a wall, outside of a thing. And it was super swanky. And when you walked into this bar, it was this underground lounge. We were like, what is this? They had this record player that you could they had a million records, and they're like, yeah, put a record on. So I picked out a record, we put it on. It was this swanky, cool lounge with lined with library books of old books. And it was this swankiest underground, most random place ever. We fell in love with this place, and he ordered this paper airplane drink. And he loves bourbon. So it was a bourbon-based drink. And then they give you an entire glass flask of refills that go with this drink. So they give you your martini glass filled, a giant refill, and then you could go anywhere you wanted with it. And then my drink that I discovered, I think it was called a Freak in the Sheets. And mine was martini, and then it came with a shot glass of champagne, which was like bubbling, that had like fruit in the bottom. So fancy. So those were the drinks that we served at his birthday party. It was like the most epic, super fun. So we had never done anything like that ever before. And we all dressed up in like, oh, Jamie's always saying hi to me. So I actually, to make it authentic, I found this ancient record player from the Ukraine. It was like $90 free shipping from the Ukraine. And it's like this old 1950s record player. So the thought was that people would come in just like this bar in Vegas and pick out like some music. So we had like an iPad here. So we're trying to recreate this bar. It was so much fun. And then COVID hit and the rest is history. So we're really glad that we went out with a bang, kind of like that, because literally we haven't seen our friends since. Yeah, it was an incredible bar and restaurant. It was the coolest place I'd ever, and it was like the door to get in was like in the wall. It was like in a wall. So it was like you didn't even know it was there. I don't, to this day, where I'm like, how did we even get there? But very, very fun time. So that's how I love giant paintings. And even things like this, this mermaid. I can't with the camera. I'm so sorry. Like this giant mermaid. You probably, if you have the mixed media guide, this is the picture of me going, ooh, on the back. So she is 4 feet long because I just like having room to spread out. And I do teach her in the mixed media society. I love mermaids. And she's got little sparkly like things on her. She's got sparkle Mod Podge, but also glitter embedded into it, obviously. So this is a great example of my hamburger system. So I wanted to talk about that because if you're new to me, you're like, what the hell is with the mention of hamburgers all the time? It's my mixed media layering system, and it produces amazing results. And you're using the same products for 7 layers. And from beginning to end. So I teach many projects using the same layering system. So that's what this is referring to. But this is done with the mixed media system. This little Krabby Crab is also done with the hamburger system. He's also in the mixed media society. And they're very simple projects. They look a lot, but that's what I love about the hamburger system is that they look so impressive. But once you know the layers, it's super easy. So for example, also this, oh my God, this dog and this girl who are from Mixed Media Magic, the book. All of these lessons are also in the Mixed Media Society, but that is also using the hamburger system. Same with the dog. Same with this girl. She's the cover of Mixed Media Magic. That's hamburger system. Honestly, all of these are. This girl, she's on YouTube, hamburger system. Cute cat, hamburger system. Are you sensing the theme? Girl up there, hamburger system, hamburger system, hamburger system. So hopefully you just understand when I say hamburger system, that's my favorite way of doing mixed media. And it's my favorite way to teach because it's super easy and the results are super awesome. So here, I'll show you a few more things. Deb, I hope you're not still sick. I'm doing the best I can with the lens, girl. Oh, that's so cute. And also I use the Stabilo in all of my hamburger systems as well, which again is another reason why I'm having the Stabilo as the main part of the Mixed Media Challenge, because I have people who try my hamburger stuff all the time who are like, it's ruined. And I was like, thinking if you understood the Stabilo, your works wouldn't be ruined. So again, that's why I'm having the Stabilo in the Mixed Media Challenge, because it's to help everybody who's learning the hamburger system, how to use it to their advantage and not how to have their works destroyed by it, because that sucks. I feel terribly because I'm so responsible and I'm the reason they have the Stabilo. And then I feel terrible because they're not seeing how it can be used to make awesome effects. And it is devastatingly powerfully in a very bad way if you don't know how to wield it properly. So I'm excited to have so many people understanding like its power, but in a good way. And then if you want to learn the Hamburger system, you're all set to go. So Hamburger system. This is the most hilarious picture ever. So I have to share this with you. Not a lot of people see it in my YouTube videos. But so I love Scotland with all of my heart, and I'm going to move there one day. So this is my Scotland retreat, which I organized. We went on the first one in 2019. 2020's obviously got canceled, which was devastating. And I rent a castle, a Ward Hill Castle in Aberdeen, Scotland. I have so much shit like hanging from my ceiling. Butterflies. And this is on the lawn, a castle lawn. And if you are a lot of Jenny Mano fans here, lots and lots of Jenny Mano. We share a lot of the same students. And this is a hilarious picture. So this is, I'll just take it down because my camera work is the worst. I really am trying my best. It's so ungainly and awkward. And this is what I need to get figured out before I teach, which is why we're teaching on Sunday and not right now. So look how funny this is. So that's me, Jenny Mano. Who knows Jenny Mano? I know Donna, you do. All right, I'm trying. How do I get you to, all right, so Donna Lyon, who's in the chat right now, it took this picture. She says that is the picture, which is hilarious. Look at our faces. So we were being like sexy coy on the lawn of this castle, not the castle that, look at Mandy's face. Mandy is the blonde in this picture. She's the one that co-wrote the guides that go along with the clubs. So I'm so glad you get to see her because that's Mandy. She's one of my best friends. She lives where I live here. And there's Lucy Bryden, who lives in Scotland, and the castle that we rent is in the same, not town isn't even the right word, but area that Lucy lives. So she becomes our host when we're there, and it's the most miraculous experience. I can't even talk about it. I have YouTube videos on that as well you can watch, and it's really, really remarkable. So yeah. Oh, and actually, if Jenny Winkle is here, Jenny Winkle, on the email that I sent today to my email list, Jenny is, I have pictures, I have a little video clip of Jenny in Scotland touching the stones. Because Jenny is one of my students and she's 76 years old, and I talk about her in this video, and you can see video clips. My challenge people, that video you can watch, it's in your classrooms actually right now. I opened up that little day. There's like I posted a bunch of videos that you can watch if you're interested on the clubs, and that video is in there. I think it's the last video that I posted. So anyways, it's so cute. I know I'm not on a tablet or phone, Christina. I'm on my laptop. So I am apologizing for my shoddy camera work, and I promise you that when I am teaching on Sunday, I will have my shit figured out so we can all learn together and paint together, and it won't be this hot mess studio tour that I'm doing. So yeah. So sorry, Christina. I know I'm doing the best we can. Yeah, lots of Jenny Mano fans. I know it was like a magical experience. So I thought I would quickly, I'm trying to think if that was anything else that I wanted to. Oh, I know what I wanted to do really quick before I have to go, because I don't want to be on here for hours and hours. People have things to do, I'm sure. Speaking of the Hamburger system, and you guys can all get this for free, but I have the poster. I do have posters in my Etsy shop. And this is basically the Hamburger system explained in one sheet of paper. So I think I mentioned that before. If you guys want that, just let me know and I can email you one. Oh, there's a paintbrush under here. Oh my God, my studio is a hot mess all the time. So what I thought I would do, just to wrap things up, is I would show one or two pieces from each of the classes that are in both the Fun Fab Drawing Club and the Mixed Media Society, because I don't show them very many places because they're all like in the classrooms. Like you got to go in and get them. So I'm going to show you just real quickly, like examples of things that you can find in there. So this one is my washi tape girl. She's one of my favorite all-time lessons. She's actually available as a standalone course. Her hair is made entirely of washi tape. She's in my art journaling for beginners and mixing the media. Like this is like mixed media for super duper duper beginners. This is one of the projects in that module within the Mixed Media Society. So Mixed Media Society is a bundle of like independent modules of courses, and they're each focused on an art supply. So this is the introduction to mixed media. Love, love this project. So many people have done variations of this, and every single one is like genius and unique. And so it's one of my favorite ones to see the results of, because they're also become so different because no one has like the same washi tape as anybody else. So very simple, black gesso, washi tape, and a little drawing. Very simple. I've done her in an art journal as well. So that's my beginner like introduction to, again, art journaling and mixed media. And that's just done on watercolor paper. One excerpt from my watercolors class. This is the Watercolors Module, which is also included in the Mixed Media Society, is I think it's super important to swatch your colors, but I also think that swatching can be super freaking boring. So I like to make swatching stupid fun for myself so that it's like playtime and not like, oh my God, I have to swatch a bunch of colors, homework. Because that's, if you're just doing squares, that's exactly what it is. That's why I published the Fun Fab swatch pad, to make swatching fun. And that the predecessor to that book was the swatching exercises that I do with my watercolor students. And we swatch our colors making fun hair. So we make these fun little faces. But again, I teach you how to do this in, I'm going to turn this light on and see if that helps. So this is how we swatch in my watercolors class. So again, everything you take from me is fun and easy, period. So it's super fun. So look at her little grumpy face. What? So you make these fun little faces and we practice filling them in. And then we learn how to do watercolors by doing very simple, a lot of simple floral exercises, and I have my favorite watercolor whales project is in there, and some sea life creatures, shells, a lot of sea life and florals in the watercolors class. Okay, so that's watercolors. Here is, so you know I have the book Mixed Media Magic, and you get that whole classroom is also a part of Mixed Media Society, but there's also bonus lessons in there too, because I have like a content creation problem and I can't stop making new lessons. So one of the bonus projects that you get in the Mixed Media Society for the Mixed Media Magic course is, for example, like this sugar skull girl. Hamburger method, classic hamburger layering system. So again, all real time, but totally awesome. Coming up, scrapbook paper background. If you're looking if you want to learn how to do my scrapbook paper background, I do like the same background and like all these things. I just did this demo background on YouTube on my Mixed Media channel. So if you want to learn my favorite backgrounding way, this is actually the piece that I used to demo that on. But so this is from that. This girl is mixed media. Oh, see, you can see the reflection of all the texture. And it's why I'm obsessed with it, is that it's still smooth, even though you get the cool textured chunks. it's still a really, really, really smooth background to create on. And that's why I'm obsessed with it so much. But she is in the fantasy classroom. So you have, when you join the Mixed Media Society, you have these, again, standalone modules based on specific media, but then I have a bunch of bonus classrooms, and this is the fantasy bonus classroom. So this is where I'm pulling like all the fairies and the mermaids and all the fantasy things from all throughout the Mixed Media Society, and then pulling them together into one fun place in case you wake up on a Wednesday and you're like, you know what? I fancy drawing an elf with a snake around her neck. Then you know right what classroom to go and start your day. And then this one was just around. So, and then I also do like, so like this guy, he was a bonus, also Hamburger system. Are you sensing a theme? So good. But like, so this is Mixed Media Society, but like this guy, I just give it to you so you just trace him. Like you can just use transfer paper. When I teach in all those, like how do you use transfer paper to overlay the shape and get it exact, and then we paint it in step by step. So that's what I really want you to understand. Like you really don't need to come to the table with any skills. Like I got you. No matter where you are, I got you. So this is really fun, and these are little felt flowers that we put on, and this was made with a cotton ball. So it's like all broken down, super duper duper step by step. I wanted to show you some encaustic because I mentioned that, and I think that's super scary for some people. But again, I actually, the first classroom of encaustics is me cleaning my studio. It's not even like the setup. I'm not like all set up and I'm like, let's begin. I'm like, my studio is a hot mess. And I like, you can time lapse and you can see me like cleaning up and clearing my space. Like I literally am like, I'm going to hold your hand while we get this set up. So starting at all the modules, start at the very beginning. You don't have to come in with any prior knowledge. Encaustics is so freaking cool. It's the coolest medium. And I do a very simple way of using it because I'm not like an advanced artist, encaustic artist. So I, rather than do a lot of painting with it, I use it for the sealing layer, much like we use Mod Podge in the Hamburger system. And I'll show you some pieces. So actually just going to sit down on my floor. Thank God my laptop weighs like 1 ounce. So for instance, I do, we start off with super simple projects like just like this. Chin up, buttercup. Oh, these are like, so these are so fun. So like, stay wild, my child. So I did like a series of these, but it's so much easier than you would ever think, because you just start with these boards. These are just scrap boards, and then you scrape on a layer of what is it called? Like joint compound, dirt cheap. Let it dry. Stamp right onto the joint compound. Watercolor loves joint compound, so watercolor or inks, and then you just overlay the wax on top. And it's so like chunky and textury and super duper cool. So we start off by doing really basic. I have some amazing, super basic projects that they used to be hanging up in my dining room, and then like we do something like this where it's the same thing, like super, it looks so difficult, but it's not. It's all about layers. I actually taught this one in person in an in-person workshop in Raleigh a few years ago. And actually Teresa Marsh and Gail Clater, they came from Iowa and Virginia. This was years ago, and they're still in this group hanging out with me. Gail, I just sent you 2 giant packages of books. Thank you, my friend. So again, it's the same thing. So this is just a crappy piece of plywood. And then we actually lay down, we sketch in pencil her face. And again, like I'm teaching you every single step of the way. We put down a light layer of absorbent ground. And then this is just graphite that's blended with a blending stump, exactly what my drawing challenge people are learning. A tiny bit of watercolor, that's it. Just a tiny bit for her cheeks and her lips and her eyes, that's it. And then, and this is the coolest part, the background and her hair are just paper. And they're actually literally with a wax melt if the AC fails in August in Virginia. No, it's good. It's good. It has to be 200 degrees. So unless it's 200 degrees, you're good. Hold on. I'm going to show you this paper. Ah! Oh. And this is also why the guides that we are mailing to everybody are so thick, because I actually list right in those guides all the supplies you need, like page by page, and I talk about them. So there's no guesswork. Like everything you need, I'm giving right to you. So this was the actual, I'm right next to my encaustic drawer. That's why I have this. So, so this is the paper that becomes the background. So when you add the melted wax to it, and I use a crock pot, I just chuck it in a crock pot. That's all I'm using. You can use wax in Florida. You can use it wherever. I have encaustic pieces in my attic, and I'm in North Carolina. It gets hundreds of degrees up there. They're fine. So this becomes the background, and it, like, when it hits the tissue paper, it kind of disappears. And this paper is her hair. Isn't that crazy? But it's like this cottony, texture-y stuff. And so you literally just like lay it out randomly, and you do these layers of wax. You take a heat gun and fuse the layer, and then you do another layer in the opposite direction. And then, because it's a wax, when it's still warm, you can embed shit into it. It's so fun. So see these little pearls? You can like melt things into it. So that's a whole classroom of all these projects. Like, it's so fun. There was another one I did. Same exact project, just different face. These are just stamped quotes. You know me, I stamp because my handwriting's the worst. Again, stamp quotes in the wax. So fun. This one is so interesting too. So this was, again, I'm just using the wax as like a top coat. It's so much, like, it's so easy. It's kind of crazy. It looks super fancy and it sounds terrifying, but it's so easy. So these are all projects that are in there. So this is I went to, like, I love like thrift and vintage and old antique and anything, clothes, house stuff, all of it. So this, I went to like an old antique, I don't even know, barnyard or something. And this was an old piece of wood. And so this was a ripped page out of like a vintage book. She's drawn in Stabilo, Mixed Media Challenge Stabilo, people. This is a Stabilo face. Okay. And then I can't remember if I activated it before I poured the wax or if I used the wax to activate it. The thing that's cool about Stabilo is that any liquid that hits it will activate it. You don't have to limit yourself to water. And that's where the Hamburger system is so genius, because you're using your supplies to activate it and to control it instead of water. So anything that hits it liquefies it. I have a time-lapse version of this, I think, on YouTube. I can't actually remember. It was like a few years ago. If I used the wax to move it around or if I did that ahead of time. I must have done it ahead of time. But then these are real feathers. Look at this. Those are not painted feathers. Those are actual feathers. And with like little pearls and stuff on them. And then the wax just sucks it on there. It's so fun. So, and then she has a little I am brave here. So it's like, again, the supplies are nothing. You have an old board. You have, I am going down a rabbit hole, and I'm not sorry, Lori Harris. And then this is just a ripped piece of paper, a Stabilo pencil, and some feathers. That's all I used. And then All of these are just sealed with the same encaustic. It's called encaustic wax medium is what it's called. And you use a crock pot and you just heat the crock pot on low. It happens to coincidentally become the exact same temperature you need to melt encaustic wax. And then I just teach you how to use layering system. You have to fuse it in between with a heat source. And then look how cute, look how cute this one is. Stop it right now. Her hair are little flower punches. So I had a piece of scrapbooking paper. I cut out those with a flower punch. She's on YouTube. Her phase, I went through a really big phase of doing these little watercolor wood girls. A few years ago, I sold all of them on Etsy, except for a couple, which I talk about this in one of my hamburger videos because I used dilutions on some of them to paint. Now her cheeks I used with opera pink, what's it called? Daniel Smith. The ones that I used the dilutions have like totally faded. That's why I threw all my dilutions away. I was like, no more of this crap, no more. So, because those pieces I sold, and that like knowing that someone is looking at their faded piece of my artwork is like, that's like humiliating. I was like, not doing that again. So this is just, again, absorbent ground base. Absorbent ground is like gesso for watercolors. Very simple. A little bit of watercolors for color. This is literal paper punches, and they're just fused on here. These stamps are stamped directly onto the wood. And then you put like 2 coats of encaustic wax. And I'm trying to get a good angle so you can see it because the texture is super cool. So there's a good shot. So you can see how it's like bumpy and stuff too. Isn't that so fun? So fun. So hardly anyone has done those projects. And those projects have been sitting there for 5 years. So when I say there's a lot of content in these things, I am not messing around. There's so many lessons in here for you. I'm trying to think what else I forgot. The straight up acrylic one. I gave a lot of those paintings away. I don't sell pretty much any of my work. I usually gift them. And I also like to keep them because they're such teaching tools. I'm trying to think if I have any just straight up acrylic ones. Well, the dragon is a straight up acrylic one, which I already showed you. That's one of those. Oh, I know the dilutions. Some of the craft brands are like, I didn't learn that, but I learned that lesson the hard way too. Megs Elizabeth says, ugh, dilutions. I know. Oh, amen, Christina. Cookies, tea, and lots of art supplies. What time is it there? Like 4 a.m, girlfriend? I'm so sorry. I'm keeping you up all night. Can you see a recording of this live later? Yeah, these just live on Facebook for sure. What is in the drawing club? Oh, thank you. I will get out of the mixed media hole and talk about the drawing club. Thank you. Sorry. I just love it. Mixed media is so fun. Okay. Drawing club. Thank you for getting me back on track. I've not eaten lunch yet, and I have a lot of people to email back. Okay. Drawing club teaches how to draw. It's more skill-based, whereas mixed media is skill-based, but it's more like, let's learn all the mediums and then make cool projects. Drawing is like, let's learn how to draw. Faces, hands, figures, fashion illustrations, and other fun stuff as well. But it's really a place to go if you want to get good at drawing whimsical faces and then eventually realism faces. I personally much prefer whimsical because realism is very stressful and it takes away the fun for me personally. So I teach it. But just so you know, my heart isn't there. My heart is much more whimsical and not super duper difficult stuff also. Is this light super weird? I have like too much lighting, not enough lighting. I don't know. I get like my hot flashy hour 2 every time. So drawing, the Fun Fact Drawing Club will teach you how to draw from literally scratch. Like I cannot draw a straight line scratch. No joke. Like no joke. So we start out with line weights and Zentangling. So I teach you line weights because learning the line weights segues so nicely into learning the value scale, which we were doing during the challenge. So when you do the challenge with me, you're already ahead of the game because you already understand those concepts in your head. That being said, if you want to start at the beginning and do zentangling activities, super fun and relaxing. So, you know, why not? So I literally, again, I never assume anyone is coming to the table with any skills at all. Why would I assume that? And also because I didn't start with any background. I'm like totally self-taught, thrown in there with a bunch of random teachers. So I'm like this culmination of like all these random experiences that I have had. And again, I'm an adult learner. I didn't start this as a kid. This was never my intention. I wanted to be a zookeeper. Actually, I wanted to be Jane Goodall. And now I'm here. So I start at the very beginning because that's where I started. So I kind of get that phase very well. And so I feel like I teach that very well as well. But then we slowly but surely work our way more kind of up the stages as we go. So we start out with like zentangling. That turns into values, very basic forms like a pear and shapes. Kind of exactly the drawing challenge. We start out with like a sphere. So again, you guys are already like on stage 2. So I have different stages and they all have different names. And you work your way up the stages as you go. And then we start doing whimsical faces, which is a lot like tomorrow's bonus lesson. Again, this is in your classroom, in the challenge classrooms already. Opening tomorrow, 8 a.m. So that's a good segue into whimsical faces. So then there's the forward-facing whimsical face. Then we talk about the 3/4 whimsical face. Then we do profile, right? So we slowly start getting more difficult and more difficult and more difficult. Then we try our hand at forward-facing realism face. Then we do 3/4 realism face. Then we do profile realism face. See how it's just super duper incremental? So then when you go through those and you kind of get better and better and better, then you can skip around to all the other classrooms. There's a giant classroom on hands. I have 31 hand lessons. So if you want to learn how to draw hands, I got you. The Fun Fab, I also have like separate bonus classroom. Actually, it's 21 classrooms. It's so many. So I have a lot of places that you can go after you've kind of worked your way up through the progressively more difficult classrooms. You can skip around to your heart's content. I have a whole fashion illustration series, which is hilarious. I'm teaching myself fashion illustrations from scratch, and I take you along through 21 episodes of how to do that. So croquis, 9 heads method. It's hilarious. I have my friend Claudia comes on with me. I filmed that in 2017, 2018. We had so much freaking fun filming that. So if you want to learn that from scratch, it's such a fun ride. It's literally hilarious. Like trying to draw. And this was before I taught myself how to draw hands. So it's like my hands look like claws. Like we are like dying. It's so funny and so much fun. So there's that whole series. Talk about drawing rabbit hole. You can go down there. Then what I started after I did the hands, that was this January, I did a hand a day for 31 days, almost died. We launch into how to draw figures. So this is where my quadrant method for drawing figures was born. And it developed as I was teaching it. But by lesson 2, I was like, oh yeah, this is working. We're going to be doing this way. And it's amazing. Oh, real quick. Do you need to I have to address this because I talked about it earlier, but if you came late, you didn't. Oh, this one. Where'd you go? Laura, absolutely not. Yeah, I talked about this for a bunch earlier. I do not presume that people who want to learn mixed media want to learn how to draw. So I always presume that I take the stance that you're not interested. And that way I give you traceables or PDFs, or I teach you how to transfer the design so that anything that would be drawing challenged, you have the resources to accomplish that. So you don't have to tackle that on your own. Yes, thank you for bringing that up. If you missed me saying that, super important because The clubs are totally like unrelated. So if you don't have an interest in learning how to draw, you can paint with me for 9 years in the Mixed Media Society and you'll be fine. The drawing club is for people who really do want to draw, like independently, right? It's cool because you can couple it with your painting, but I don't want that to be prohibitive for you if you only want to do mixed media. But I love to draw also. So I really dedicated the whole Fun Fab Drawing Club to people who want to learn to draw just like I do, which is like, I love it. And like, this is like when I draw, I'm like, what? I feel like a freaking sorcerer after I've drawn this. Like the pride that I feel, it's like I really got a really big sense of accomplishment, but I do not expect my mixed media people to have that same desire. So I never presume so. So nope, you're totally fine. So what is super fun about, and I'm going to go back and do a lot more figures. I think there's about 17 weeks of classes there, but I want to do more. So week 1, we learn to draw. We learn how to copy someone else's reference. So this is my drawing, but it's based off the drawing of another artist. So generally what I do is I go out in the world and I grab references, and when I can, I get their actual real life permission. I'm being like, yo, I'm taking your thing. Can I teach this to a whole bunch of people? Right? Because I don't want to be just copying things and infringing on people's rights and being naughty. So if they're not too big and famous, I think if they're too big and famous, they don't give a rat's ass. They have way too many better things to do. But I am very big stickler on making sure that, we say who the artist was that we're copying, we're learning. I'm not selling this. I'm not saying it's from me. So that's super important. I'm a big stickler for that. But then what's awesome, and this is where the magic happens, is that then the following week, I take you on an adventure and we will create like these mood boards. So the first couple I actually share my screen with you and I'll make the mood board like together. And I have this cheat sheet. You know me, I'm all about the resources. So this is my cheat sheet guide, and this is in your guides as well, of course, which is 9 easy ways to make it your own. So you have you could change up the color, change up the hair, change up the clothes, change up your art supplies, right? Change up the details. So there's all these different ways that start getting you think about all right, well, I don't want to just be copying other people's work. That's lame. What can I do with this one to make it my own? Trying to find what I did with that one. I have a couple, these are different sizes. All right, so here's a good example. Okay, here, yeah, perfect. Okay, so this was the reference. So week 1, we have our reference, and then this is my drawing of her, okay? So we're using the quadrant method to exactly, and not trace, but it's like you're taking the information from your reference. And I reached out to her on Etsy. She gave me her permission to use this for the class. We learn how to draw this on our own using my quadrant method. And I teach that. And actually the quadrant method is explained in the Fun Fab Drawing Guide, which is free with your membership. And then we create a mood board. So I will give you my mood board. So if you want to go ahead and copy mine exactly, I always give you permission to do that. So you'd be like, ooh, okay. So I went online and I was like, ooh, we can have a snake and this leopard print clothing. And this, she can be having this, and then maybe these shoes. So I start getting inspired using this cheat sheet on 9 ways to make it my own. So I'm kind of brainstorming, come up with this kind of mood board, and I give you all of this in each lesson. And then draw this one. So this was my week 2 version. And so she obviously has a snake, and she's holding a snake instead of a coffee cup, and she's wielding a sword, machete instead of a purse. And so this is the ultimate dual 2 weeks, just awesome follow-up, because you're learning so many things. It's you're learning how to to draw what you see. You're learning how to be creative. You're learning, and then you also have the practice because you're drawing the figure 2 times. And the second time is a hell of a lot easier than the first time. So remember when I said yesterday, like, I'm super big into repetition and practice, but I super hate doing the same thing over and over. So this is my way of getting us all to practice and have repetition, but also while having like a party the whole time. Like, it's hilarious coming up with these new characters. It's so fun. And what's even more fun is that I've had students who I would have thought more people would be doing what I'm doing, because I'm so like, I just give you all the things. I'm like, here, we can just do the snake. We can just do that. I'm surprised more people aren't following me. And what happens is that people launch and do their own crazy stuff. That's like so cool and creative. Mind blown. But that quadrant system is like insane. Here's another awesome example. So here was this is my profile picture on Facebook, this ballerina. And it was really cool. I reached out to her. She was like, yeah, she's like, you can totally have that. So many people have used that. Oh no, that was so weird. All right, I'm back. Did you guys do okay? I don't know what just happened. Okay. So we have this drawing, and then I also showed you how to do it in 3 different mediums. So first I did it in graphite. I don't know why. I have this weird thing where I just can't stop. So I was like, let's do it in graphite. And then I was like, no, let's do it in Copic markers. That's my profile picture. I actually sold that piece. And then I was like, oh, let's do it in watercolor marker. And then this was my week 2. So then I had this little skating cat thing, and she's on roller skates instead of a ballerina. And so there's our roller skates. I'm the worst at the camera work. So, yeah. So there is that. So that's how I love to draw figures. It's so, so fun. There was my mood board, that inspiration board with all the roller skating people. And there was the cat that I used. So, so fun. The hands drawings are also a whole nother classroom. And that was, the hands are, again, like, I could not believe the success that people had with these hands. Diana Larson, who was the winner of the first day, she was one of the winners. Like, check this one out. So this I published in my book based on these drawings. But like, we have like, again, I'm dying. These are the hardest things ever. So when I was when I was teaching these, like this, I came up with names for all the hand parts. So this was the pooge, that like weird thing between. So when you buy my hands book, I wonder if I have one around. It was like, I had to make it fun because it was like murder drawing these hands. And so I end up giving new names to all the hand parts. So if you have my hands book, you'll know what I'm talking about. So like, this is pooge, this is elephant skin. And I literally have a lesson like how to draw elephant skin, how to draw the pooge. Like, it's hilarious because otherwise I'm like dying. So if I can't make it fun and easy for me, how am I going to make it fun and easy for you? So again, at the end of the day, that is my main concern. Easy as possible, fun as possible. Done. So I hope that answers a million questions about what they all are. I just went on like a 2-hour rabbit hole of the clubs. But yeah, I know. The elephant skin, the struggle is real, my friend. Yeah, the results of the hand drawings are just nuts. Yeah, the pooge. The pooge is a very, yeah, you should see in the hands book. I wish I had one near me. In the hands book, in the beginning pages, I have a real hand and with all of the anatomically correct things listed. And it's like a million terms. It's like with all the arrows going to each hand part, okay? And then on the next page, it's like, these are my terms. It was like 5. It was like elephant skin, pooge. It was like line thingies. I was like, let's redefine what we're drawing, because like it's otherwise it sucks. So yeah, I try to just, we gotta have a good time, or else nobody's gonna want to ever do this ever again. Oh my God, Christina, it's 3:40 a.m. Oh my God, that's nuts. Christy Court, come back. All right, I gotta wrap up, have lunch, walk my dog, who's probably had an accident because no one takes care of it except for me. Oh my God, I have to show you one picture though. So you know, I have 3 cats. I'm trying to protect them. Right as I'm chatting, if you have any questions for me, put them in the chat right now, because I gotta go. So we put up, I was like, I told my Sean, I'm like, Sean, the cats need like a safe place to hang out. When we have an attic that is not finished, but it is somewhat conditioned. It's insulated because the summers here are so hot. And it's super neat. We've just cleaned it out. We have like a workout space up there, even though it's rough. So we put the cats up there so they have somewhere safe to go. And I'm like, get a baby gate to protect the dogs. If you've seen my profile, if you've seen my picture on Facebook today, you saw this already. So we feed the cats up there separately because, I mean, you know, she's a Dobie mix. She wants all the food, all the cat food. So I put the baby gate, we put the baby gate up, and then I have one of our cats is really handicapped and she can't jump and she can't get away. So we were like, she really needs a quick getaway from Maggie, even though Maggie's super sweet. So Sean carved away one of the bars on the baby gate. He cut off so she would have a place where she could just slip in, because she couldn't jump over and around like my other 2 cats. So we hear this banging noise, and who do we see? At the top of the stairs, there's the gate at the bottom, and guess who's at the top of the stairs? Freaking Maggie. She's like, look at me. Thanks for the baby gate. We're like, oh my God. Anyways, so funny. Okay. Wolfie Shadow, who I know, AKA Cheryl. What's the difference between transfer paper and carbon paper? I don't know. I think they're the same thing. I just have transfer paper, but I think they're literally do the same thing. That's my honest answer. I do not know. We could Google that. Oh yeah, cat and bunny. That's a bad mix. Ears. Oh, I do teach ears. Oh. Did you say that the Saturday class is loaded into the classrooms? Yes, I just haven't turned it on yet because I'm kind of releasing them every day. We find out where our daily lessons have been. Yes, Brenda, that's correct. It'll be on. I'm going to email everybody. So tomorrow at 8 a.m., just like we've been doing, I'll open those up so you can grab them. And Sunday at noon, you, me, painting party, Halloween, right? Do you guys want to do, the house is a little involved. I think we should do the other one. The house is a lot. Let's do the other one. So just for those, in case you weren't here. Painting party, my house, Sunday, live stream. We're going to do this Halloween canvas. You can do it on anything you have around. You can do it on a canvas. You can do it on a different, you could do it. I've done these on like tall, skinny canvases. I love a tall, skinny canvas. You can do it on a circle canvas. You can do it on wood. You can do it in your art journal. You can do it on watercolor paper. You can do it wherever you want. Don't prep the background. We're going to do it all together. You need 3 colors of paint. You need a background color. And I've done this in every color of the, I was going to say alphabet, rainbow, and it looks awesome. So pick any background color you like, white acrylic, black acrylic, and then it would be awesome if you have a white or black paint pen. But if not, then just a little tiny paintbrush would help. But paint pens are preferable. So that's it. Can you guys muster up black and white and a color? Can we do this? You guys ready? All right. Okay. All right. Yes, we're having a paint party on Sunday here. Be there, be square, my friends. Okay. Is there anything else that I can answer? The clubs are open for enrollment right now, but only for like a few days. So literally it is now or never. And then they seal up until spring 2021. So if you want more information, you can go to awesomeartschool.com to learn more and or to sign up. Okie dokie. And if you do the annual option, I send you a free paperback guide that goes with your club. All right. Do you just gesso over an art piece to reuse the canvases you said repurpose? Sometimes I spray paint the hell out of them. That's my favorite method of painting over, actually, because if they're really, really big canvases, I spray paint them because it's cheap and it's fast. And like I said, I'm all about fast, easy, and fun. And spray paint is so cheap. It's so cheap and easy. But if it's a normal size person's canvas, not a giant ones like the ones I've been showing you, then yeah, gesso is the best place to start for sure. Definitely. And you can do black or white depending on what colors are going to go over. Okay. Can you put black paint in gesso? You can put black paint wherever you want. Sure. I'm not sure what your question is. You mean to color it black? Well, if you have black paint, just use the black paint. I know, I'm super excited for the Halloween paint party. So fun. You can use a paint marker for sure, but I mean, you should have some paint too, because the bottom there is quite a bit of ground, so it will be easier if you have actual paint. The paint marker is the best. I thought, oh my God, the directionality is so messing with my brain. The paint marker is great for these little fun things. You can do it with a paintbrush. I just suck at details. Let's tell you straight up, I'm bad at them. So the paint marker is my cheat for making easy, fine. It's really hard to get the right consistency of paint to work on like a little fine brush. It's hard. So I don't like when things are hard, so I make them easy, and paint pens make it super easy. I have a vinyl canvas. I don't even know what a vinyl canvas is. Dana Rowe, what is that? Vinyl canvas. Vinyl. It's non-porous, right? I guess you could just, I've never even heard of such a thing. I would try gesso. Just try it. Try anything. Spray paint. I love spray paint. Where'd you get a vinyl canvas from, Dana? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, Posca pen is my fave, but Sharpie makes really good ones too. And you know who sells Sharpie paint pens, water-based, and you want water-based, not oil-based, is Walgreens if you're in the US. Walgreens has awesome, they have like in their stationery section, they have like poster boards and stuff. They have the good Sharpie water-based paint pens there. Fun facts. Yes, yes, yes. You have lots of gesso. Wonder if you can color it with some black acrylic paint. I don't think you would, I think if you want a black surface, you could, I mean, gesso is like a primer. So you could just put it down first, but you don't, it depends. What are you can put it in your gesso, or I would just put gesso down and then just paint black right on top of it. I don't think you would need to mix it. Have you ever tried Arteza paint pens? Yes, they sent me a box of them for sure. They actually sent me some things that I can give away. They wanted to help me do a giveaway, but then they're like, yes, but then your people have to like go here and subscribe and comment on just this one video and like jump through all these hoops. And I'm like, you know what? Either have me let them have a giveaway or like don't. I don't want to like be like, you can have this, but you have to jump through all 9 things and in order to give it away. So like, I don't even do that for my people. I'm like, just hang out with me, have some stuff. Yeah, the Arteza paint pens are good. The only downside is their nibs only come in one size and they're pretty jumbo size, but they would be perfect for this project, 100%. Yeah, they work great. What's my favorite watercolors brand? Daniel Smith. but that's sad because they're stupid expensive. So don't run out and buy Daniel Smith because they're really expensive. It took me years to build up my Daniel Smith collection because they're so expensive. So I also like Core, QOR. They're beautiful, vibrant colors. Beautiful, beautiful. Karen Bledsoe, Saturday. All right, tomorrow you get your free bonus lesson. If you're in the challenges, you're going to log on and you're going to see a brand new lesson. It's this face drawing lesson. So you get a practice like actually building a face. And then Sunday, we're going to do a live paint class. You can buy primer for vinyl, says Sissy. Thanks, Sissy McGuire. Yeah, Poscas are my favorite. They also come in a lot of colors, which is really fun. But they're kind of all the same. I like them because they have a lot of huge nib variety, which is, I don't know of any other brand that has such a nib variety. And I don't find they clog. They do a good job for sure. All right. Any questions about the clubs before I go? Any challenge questions about the eyes or anything? Did you have a drawing at the beginning? I was late. Yes, I did, Linda. And the winners, yes, I did that at the very, very beginning. So if people just wanted to hear if they won, they could leave. If you start back at the beginning of the replay, Linda, you can catch the winners. Wait, I have them right here. Where are we? Tara Salento, if you're still here and you have those written down. I don't know where I wrote the winners. Tara was going to write them down. Oh, here we go. Oh, yes. Tanya Hazen and Janice Bowkett are the winners. Ashley, yes, I will. Now you're going to have more control when we do all of our hamburger lessons together. You will have a ton of control. 19 cap with hair. What does that mean? What does this mean? And yes, we are doing 2 hours. Yeah, I don't want you guys to leave me without actually having a face lesson together. Thank you, Tara. She just wrote down the names. Oh, you need hair help. I have a lot of tutorials on YouTube actually about hair. I have a whole playlist of hair drawing tutorials on my mixed media channel. And of course, as we do each project, you get how to do that project's hair as we go as well. But I do explain how to create hair when I'm talking this through. Again, that's why I wanted you guys to have one before you left me. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of like, how do we put this all together? All right, my friends, I need to run. I cannot believe I've been on for 2 hours. That's insane. When is the 2 eyes lesson? Well, this lesson opens tomorrow. But Sue, you're already in clubs, are you not? You are. Sue, I think you already have access to things. Oh, today's is eyes. Oh, yeah, today's is eyes. Sorry. Yes, the eyes. Sorry, I'm confused. The challenge eye lessons opened this morning. You can go there now. When you come to these live events, you have to sign into the StreamYard each time. I actually don't even know, Cheryl. I am new to StreamYard as of this week, and I'm the host, so I don't see what you're seeing. But you can always come on and ask me. You can say, like, do you see my name? And I'd be happy to help you. Catherine Thomas, why are you spamming me with poop emojis and a dog at the end? What is this? What does this mean? You better not be saying poop to my face. Have a great day. You're in drawing. Don't spam me with poop emojis. I will feature you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me, Cornelia, today. You guys. Okay. Christina, thank you. Christina says you do not have to sign in again. So I must remember you somehow. You're welcome, Nancy. You guys. Okay. Tara says you only have to do it once, apparently, and then it somehow magically remembers. All right. Bye, Mel. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Especially those that hung out with me this whole time. Oh my goodness gracious. You guys, I know. She's probably already pooped. Oh, that's what the poop emojis were for. Crap. You're so right, Catherine. You're so right. Okay, that's so funny. Oh, I don't know, Cheryl. I honestly don't know. I don't know how that works. Bye, guys. I love you. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I will see you tomorrow live again because I have, I'm sure I'm going to give away some more things. That's what I'm going to be on for. Giveaway and also Q&A. If anyone has questions about the clubs that I have not answered yet, I'm going to be just showing up to just answer questions about that and talk about your, and I'll give away some more gift cards too. Why not, right? Just the world's made of money. I'll just give it all to you. Thank you. All right. I'll see you guys then. Oh, and she wasn't a troll. She was telling me to walk my dog because my dog isn't potty trained and she's going to poop all over my yard and over my house. And she was 100% correct. So I was looking into that wrong, but thank you for being protective. I super appreciate that. Oh my God. So funny. All right, Christina, it's okay if you get some sleep. Thanks for coming, Patricia. I will see you guys later on. Love ya. And I will talk to you tomorrow.